Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on the Arrowverse. So we just got some new breaking news just right after Batwoman was announced as cancelled. We have official confirmation about another show being cancelled on the CW, so if you do go on to enjoy the video and this is informative for you, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. So yeah, wow, I was not expecting to make this video. I literally sat down last night, like it was nearly midnight, the news came out pretty late UK time, that Batwoman was officially cancelled, that season 3 would be its last season and they would get no more episodes, it would be cut off at 51 episodes, and I was shocked. I was like, this was like kind of expected but kind of not expected. But the big reason why I was shocked is this is unprecedented for the Arrowverse having a show cancelled, because none of the Arrowverse shows have ever been cancelled in the nearly 10 years that the Arrowverse has been going on for. As you guys know, Arrow's 10-year anniversary is in the fall this year, so that means we're coming up to a big event. And recently, they just did a comic book crossover with lots of the different shows, including the 2 shows that just got cancelled. So that puts into question what is the reasoning behind these cancellations, and I will talk about the specific show in a minute. But with that comic book crossover, it makes no sense now that you're establishing Batwoman in, the Arrowverse as a whole. And yes, she was in Armageddon, but that was in the future and that was different. But, with a comic book, you're establishing them in the present, and you're kind of doing the same thing with Black Lightning, where you show him in Crisis, and then you just take away the show, and then suddenly you're supposed to be like, oh, why isn't Black Lightning around? But luckily, in that case, Black Lightning did come back for Armageddon, so it wasn't like the worst thing in the world. However, today, we got the official confirmation, literally like a couple of hours after the announcement that Batwoman was cancelled by the CW, that Legends of Tomorrow is officially cancelled, and they're not going to get a season 8. So what do you guys think of that? Let me know down in the comments down below. I'm going to give you my reaction and my thoughts right now. So first things first, there was rumors a while ago that Legends of Tomorrow, the cast and crew have been told, oh, we're pretty sure that we're going to come back for season 8. That was the rumor around Vancouver, as far as I can remember, like a couple months ago when they wrapped. I don't remember exactly when they wrapped. However, that isn't true, because it seems like the CW has decided, let's look at what shows we have. Is Batwoman and Legends as worthy to keep around as our other shows like Superman, Lois and The Flash? Well, it seems in their book they are not, because as you guys know, Batwoman and Legends don't do the best in terms of ratings. Now, I don't know the exact reason why they cancelled the shows, but you can presume it's probably to do with ratings and how much profit do the shows make the network. And also the CW is currently going through a sale, and that means they want to look profitable, basically so that they can sell themselves for more than what they are actually worth. And so by keeping the shows that are doing really good and getting rid of the shows that are not doing so good, that is definitely what their plan is right now, if I am guessing myself. However, let's talk about my reaction. So Legends of Tomorrow, it's had 7 seasons. Everyone expected Legends of Tomorrow to go first out of any of the Arrowverse shows just because of its ratings, and its popularity wasn't that high. However, over the last couple of years, since it went in this kind of spoof comedy direction, it got a lot of fans, and those fans came back every single week. And so that is the reason why I'm kind of shocked about this. Not about like Legends ending or something, but the fact that they cancelled the show. Like, they didn't let them have a proper ending or anything. And they have so many fans, and I'm pretty sure the CW knows how big that social media fan base is for Legends, much more so than Batwoman. Batwoman has a fan base, but Legends has a bigger fan base as far as what I can see online. And so with Legends, I'm just so surprised they didn't like give them maybe half a season to end, rather than just straight up cancelling them and not giving them any more episodes. So I really can't believe this has actually happened. And I mean, they obviously have been contemplating this for a while, and there's definitely a big coincidence that they announced both of these cancellations on the same day. Obviously, they wanted to kind of just rip the band-aid off both roughly at the same time. However, by doing it like 2 hours after the next, it definitely will hurt Arrowverse fans out there. And so, yeah, I really can't believe this has actually happened. I'm going to read out a quote from the co-showrunner of Legends of Tomorrow. Keto says this: "Well folks, it's been an incredible run. However, the CW has let us know that there will be no season 8 of Legends of Tomorrow. We are heartbroken but also immensely grateful for the amazing work our cast, crew and writers have contributed to the little show that could. Thank you to our amazing fans. Your love and passion for our strange band of misfits has made every break, every script, every daily, every cut, and every mix worth all the hard work. We see you, we love you, and you'll always have a place on the Wave Rider." And so that is the official tweet that the showrunner, or one of the showrunners of the show, put out there. So obviously they are bummed about it, just like the Batwoman writers and the showrunners, because it's heartbreaking for them. They would love to obviously get a proper end to the show, and it's a huge shame that they just didn't give them like a little chance to actually properly end the show on their own terms, rather than straight up cancelling the show, because now this puts a bad kind of precedent on the rest of the Arrowverse, because now we're doing cancellations. What does that mean for the future security of other shows? And so I think it's not very good, to be honest. If you're looking at the CW as a whole, this actually feeds into some of the people, like especially with Batwoman getting cancelled, the people that really hated the show from the start and had an agenda against it. It gives them that satisfaction, and I really feel like if they were playing this smart, they would have let both of the shows have a final season that's just cut down short, because now these shows are going to have a legacy of being cancelled. That is always a huge thing when a show gets cancelled, because people were like, oh, this could have been so much more. We could have got like one more season. What would have been a proper ending? I mean, if you look at Constantine, you're like, okay, you ended on a cliffhanger and we never go back to that. That was such a huge shame for the fans of the show, and the same thing is going to be for the fans of Legends and Batwoman. So I really do feel bad, and although I haven't liked Legends over the last couple of years, I do have a strong connection to it because I love Legends, and I watched Legends from the start, from that very first episode. I remember when the show was announced and they had that kind of crossover episode with The Flash, and yeah, I have fond memories of it, and I loved season 1, 2, and 3. It dropped downhill for me in season 4, and I literally have barely watched it up until season 7. So I don't have the personal attachment really to Batwoman, because I haven't loved the show always, but I do have that attachment to Legends because I did like it at the start. But for now, let's go ahead and read the writer's room statement. So they say, "Alright, sit down, this is gonna hurt, we're cancelled." And they just put that in one sentence with a full stop. That really hits, I think, for fans. So they say, "This has been the journey of a lifetime for all of us. The little show that wasn't supposed to be grew into the show that could be anything it wanted. We went to Camelot, Salvation, Hollywood, even inside a computer's mind, but of course the real destination was always home, the place where your family are friends and your friends are family. We will desperately miss creating this show, but most of all, we will miss getting to make it together and sharing it with you. Legends never die." From the Legends writers room. So yeah, that's official. They're cancelled, and I think the sentence "we're cancelled" is gonna hit a lot of fans, because like I mentioned, it's just got such a huge fan base, and it seems like from everyone that's worked on the shows, they're all gutted about this. No matter if it's Legends or Batwoman, it's just such a huge shame, because if you look at shows like Arrow, Supergirl and Black Lightning, they all got to end. They didn't get cancelled. They weren't cut off short. They were able to craft their own ending and think, how is the best way that we can put this show down for now? And they haven't given that chance to these shows, and I feel so bad. And it does make me question, like I've mentioned before, what shows like Naomi's future is going to be like. I really don't see Naomi continuing longer than like season 2 or 3, because it's not doing very well. It doesn't have a big social media fan base like Legends or Batwoman, so it has a lot less going for it. And now we have, obviously, the reason maybe for Batwoman being cancelled is they had Gotham Knights coming from the creators of Batwoman, so it's not as hard-hitting. However, it's still an important show, and I don't think one show should replace another show, theoretically. Obviously, it could be very good, and maybe they're really liking it, but I don't think Batwoman should be sacrificed just for one new show. And it also puts into question, what's Justice U going to be like? If that doesn't do well, is that on the risk of being cut short and cancelled like Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow. So I really wasn't expecting this dump of 2 cancellations, one after another, right in a row. I really can't believe it. But what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos on this later this week because this is huge news for the Arrowverse as a whole. I'm sure you guys have many questions, so that is why I've gone over to my YouTube community tab and I've actually posted a question there basically asking for Q&A questions. If you have anything you want to ask me directly, I'll be making a Q&A video on the topic of these cancellations. So go over there now if you want to be featured in a future video with your questions later this week. So after this video comes out, I'll go ahead and read them, so please be sure to pop over there for now. But in the meantime, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It really helps out the channel, and also share the video around. I would really appreciate it, whether it's on social media or if it's to your friends who like Legends or like Batwoman. You can share these videos around, and also subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my video on Batwoman's cancellation. I did a similar video to this, reacting to the extremely shocking news. And so yeah, I really can't believe 2 shows in a row. It's just totally unprecedented for the Arrowverse, and so that's why we need to talk about it a lot more. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.